Hello everybody, my name's Kristen. Welcome to your practice. And going with another Kundalini Kriya today, which is the Kriya for conquering sleep. So if deep uninterrupted sleep is a frequent problem for you, practice this Kriya regularly for 90 days. Yes, 90 days. It can be done before bed at night or in the morning. A restful, rejuvenating sleep is very important to your health, to your emotional balance, and for your memory capacity. This natural approach takes some consistent effort, but it sure has results and no unwanted side effects. If you choose to put the effort into this Kriya, it will eliminate common sleep disturbances and give you alertness throughout the day. So, win-win, right? Sometimes we do have to put little bits of effort into things that give us trouble. So clearing space with a little bit of sage here and calling it in. So this will be a little bit more movement in between one thing, another thing, come back to that first thing, go to the second thing. So we come to sit on our heels, and as always, since there's so much seated stuff in Kundalini, if you have a block and this hero's pose is uncomfortable for you, you can sit on the block first or second level in between your ankles. If everything is all good, then just seated on your heels, and instead of the spine we always ask for, right, you actually want to go back 30 degrees, and then you want to start to rotate around with long, slow, deep breathing. And then switch directions. Feeling your way back into that 30 degrees. Behind vertical, and then find that place, squeeze the thighs together, keep your knees down, and then long, slow, deep breathing. And then come up back to your normal vertical spine. And then you grab opposite elbow. And then define counterclockwise. And then start to rotate in a circle. You're not going to switch directions, so just commit and keep circling. Can the circle get any bigger, deeper? Can you keep your shins and your knees a little bit more connected to the floor and keep circling around the torso? Go behind vertical. Thinking about a drain for all of your dizzying thoughts. And come back to center. When you come back to your center space, first time ever doing body drops, I would recommend blocks. You know, you can always surprise yourself though. We all have different bodies. This is a place where I find myself needing blocks. So we come into body drops. So you can go easy or you can start to go quicker. I think we'll have 3 rounds of these, 20, 15, and then 10. Either way, the important part is you lift at least your butt off the floor and then drop it down. Right? We want to really start to connect with that Muladhara. And I don't know if you started to notice during the first spinning, instead of my energy going up and out, right? All of the external anxieties that help us not sleep, right? This practice brings everything down, the apana or the downward moving flow. So amplifying that, place your hands on the blocks or the floor. Inhale, lift. You can lift your heels. I'm not going to. Exhale, drop. Inhale, exhale. Stop. Just say thank you, wrists, right? Everything is temporary. Notice if you're a little bit more out of your head. And then back to our counterclockwise circling. So kneeling again, once again on the block. See if you can have the opposite arm on top, but we're still going counterclockwise. And then just start to circle. Making sure you try to go back to that 30-degree vertical behind the straight spine. Don't give up. Stop. And then just sit for a moment. Legs out, and 15 body drops. Inhale, lift everything, or just your butt off the floor, and then drop it down. Stop. Long, slow, deep breathing. So now what I call reverse table pose, they're going to call bridge. So now from here, either fingertips forward or back, knees bent. On your inhale, lift up into your bridge pose. You're more than welcome to look at your navel center. You can look up. You can also start to drop your head back. And then allow yourself just come into long, slow, deep breathing. Hips, come on down and bring yourself back to Dandasana. For body drops, legs long, right L shape with the body seated on your mat space. Right, remember you can do these slow or quick, no matter what. It realigns the spine. And so we're only doing 10. Inhale, lift the body. Exhale, drop. Stop. Release the hands from the floor and then breathe. I'm going to keep my blocks for bridge. This time, knees bend, press into the feet, lift your hips up, place your head where you want it. Exhale, and then beginning breath of fire. Inhale, Mula Bandha, root lock, pull the pelvic floor up and in. Intensify all the sex organs, and then exhale, lower the glutes down to your mat space, and cross the legs for a moment and breathe. Hands behind you, bridge pose, right leg lifted, 45 degrees. Breath of fire. Exhale, and your inhale, pull Mula Bandha, lift the hips a little bit higher. Exhale, cross the legs, and then sit for a moment. And then other side. So now from here, as you're ready, lift the hips on up, left leg 45, and then begin breath of fire. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower back to seat and sit for a moment. So now for Kundalini Crow. Bring yourself into a standing place. And as you bring yourself to that standing place, feet are wider than your hips, arms direct out. Inhale, exhale, sit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit as far down as you can go. Something on my left hip is not letting me sit any lower, so if you can, drop all the way down. If not, just find your pulse. Any level is fine. And next time, rise up, arms down by your sides, close your eyes and stand for a moment. All right, so now a cobra. Finding this place. Your arms a little bit wider than normal, and move on your hips a little bit side to side. Tuck your toes, make sure the legs are about as wide as your mat space for this one. Slightly bend your elbows back towards your hips, draw the shoulders down the back. Long, slow, deep breathing. And now begin to kick towards the glutes. Opposite foot, right and then left. And release. As you release the heart to the floor, rock back up over your knees and to your child's pose. And hero's pose, actually known in Kundalini as rock pose. Once again, finding that seated back on your heels or on the block. You might have a lot of feeling come up, right? Thinking about all of that deep stuff moving out of your lower chakras. So now, sort of breathing the energy of all of the 7 centers or chakras. Pain is temporary. Losing the breath, right? Grief, loss, all these things or temporary, letting them flow. So bring yourself into diamond shape the arms up and overhead. Interlace the last 3 fingers, cross the thumbs, index fingers point up, but the elbows are bent. Totally bent. Diamond shape the arms around the head. And then connect right to the crown space, above and beyond. Right now, the ethereal, metaphysical, galactical, breathing in the space from the heavens to the earth. And with your next exhale, sealing the hands at your heart space. And bowing your chin to your heart. Practice is now complete.